Welcome everyone to the Diary of a Cameraman. Today we are going to be having a tutorial where I'll make us understand how to shoot a travel video and photo session. Over the week, I actually visited one of the amazing beaches in the southern part of Nigeria known as Ibino Beach in Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria, and I, with some amazing vendors, photographers, cinematographers whose names are displayed on the screen. So the collaboration shoot, and we had an amazing session, an amazing time in the beach. Before we took a move to go to the beach and actually take those photos and those videos, there are some factors we considered to have an amazing photos and video travel footage. One of the first things we considered was planning. Planning is a key factor to having an incredible and amazing photo and video footage for a travel scene. When you don't plan, you plan to fail. That simply means everything you do in life is based on planning. We planned, we had a group chat where we discussed vital issues on how the shoot is going to be, the purpose of the shoot, because every move had a purpose. Don't just wake up one day and say you want to go to a far distance to actually go take pictures or take video footage for no just reason. There's a reason for doing that. In the planning, we discuss the reason for carrying out such shoot. We discuss the necessity of that shoot. We discuss how important that shoot is going to be to every one of us as vendors whose names are in the screen below. That is the first factor you must consider when having a travel video or photo session, because when you don't plan, like people always say, you plan to fail. The second thing we considered was finance. You need money to actually embark on a travel video or photo footage. We left the city of Abia State, Nigeria to the city of Akwa Ibom State. Finance was a life wire to a successful collaboration shoot by all these vendors at Ibino Beach, Akwa Ibom State of Nigeria. The third thing we put into consideration is accommodation. In the process of plan, they're actually going to know how many days that shoot will take. The kind of shoot we wanted to do in Ibino Beach was more like a wedding concept shoot, and it's something we don't have to rush so as to have more footage, more pictures. So we told ourselves in the planning process, hey, it's going to be a 2-day shoot. So we left on Sunday, we did the shoot on Monday, on Tuesday we came back. So that's one of the factors we must consider when carrying out a travel video or photo session. We must consider accommodation. The fourth thing we actually looked into while carrying out this travel footage was the guests. When we talked about the guests, as a photographer, I looked at the kind of camera I should use, the kind of lens. Is it a zoom lens? Is it a prime lens? The light you take to the beach, the stand you take to the beach. We want to shoot with a natural light or we want to shoot with an artificial light, but we actually went with gears like batteries, went with modifiers, we went with light stand, we went with diffusers. We are shot in artificial light and we also shot in natural light to be able to know the difference of shooting in artificial light and shooting in a natural light, and also have the kind of lighting we need for that kind of footage. So that is the kind of thing to look into as a photographer. It's better you go with much gears and don't use all than going with less gears. Go with much gear as possible. Go with much memory card as a cameraman. If you have 6 memory card, go with the 6 memory card. If you have 2 or 3 lights, go with it. If you have 5 or 6 light stand, depending on how many lights you're taking, go with it. If you have a tripod, just go with it. Go with all those things, a reflector, a backdrop, go with it. That is all we took to the beach, because when we get there, we'll have more inspirations of actually what we want to shoot or what we want to create. One thing about being a cameraman is most time creativity comes in the middle of creating something you actually have in mind to create. That is where more creativity comes into play. So for we not to miss that creative moment, we have actually gone out to have that creative shoot. We have to go with everything that we need in that profession so as to create as many things as possible. The fifth thing you look into when carrying out a travel photos or video session is surveying the area. When we got to the beach, before we started the shoot the next day, we arrived on Sunday. Then before we started the shoot on Monday, we took a walk around the beach. We discovered that there is a lot of things you can actually do. And again, in taking a survey, it will also make you understand the kind of lighting you should use as a photographer and as a cinematographer. So surveying is one of the factors you must look into while going for a travel footage or videos. The next factor you look into while carrying out a travel video or photo session is known as production process. The production is where the main work now starts. Production process is where you start creating what you have all planned. all you planned, the kind of concept you plan creating in the shoot is now you actually create it. And the production time is a serious time, because that is where you want to create the kind of content you have been imagining to create over 1 year, over 6 months, over 3 months of planning. So the production time was an amazing time. It's a collaborative effort. It's not just a one-man thing. Don't just say because he's a photographer, I should be the only one to actually give a composition, or because he's a cinematographer, because he's a drone pilot, he should be the only one to know the kind of angles he should take his drone, or the kind of angles he should take his video footage. No, you share ideas. Then after the production is now post-production. The post-production is where the main work is done, because the photographer will have to get to his studio, do a nice retouching. The cinematographer will go tell a good story about the footage. The drone pilot will also tell a good story about the footage with the cinematographer, and so on. The post-production process is actually what we sell a good market. So these are the different steps to actually take when shooting a travel video. Like I said, the first thing is planning. The second thing is looking at your finance. The third thing is accommodation. The fourth thing is gears. Each vendors must know the gears they want to use in the shoot. The fifth thing is surveying the location you actually want to take the shoot. When you arrive at the location, you survey the place. Then the sixth thing is the production process, which is the main reason why you actually left where you are to create that amazing video or photo footage. And the last thing is the post-production, where the production you have done will now be processed into a final product and achieve the purpose for which you actually took that travel pictures or video footage. So thank you so much for staying to the end of how to shoot a travel footage as a cinematographer and a photographer. Hope to see you next time, the Daryl Cameraman. And if you haven't hit the subscription button, share the video, and have an amazing and incredible day. Thank you.